All right, everybody, we are back. So this is Live with Protocol Cigars, Part 2. We finally got everything back up and running. I am so excited to have Protocol Cigars in here. I got the whole gang with me. Everybody, if you don't mind, please introduce yourselves to everybody watching at home.
All right, so Kevin, we'll start with you on that end.
I am Kevin Kythen, part owner of Protocol Cigars. Very happy to be here tonight.
You're the next one up.
John Reamer, a.k.a. Johnny Smokes Uncut.
And my name is Juan Cancel. I am one of the co-owners and co-founders of Protocol Cigars. And we have a special guest today besides you, Sean. We have John Reamer in the house. He is a very special human being to us. And he also has this great Facebook group called Johnny Cuts Unsmoked. I always say that wrong.
Yeah, he does it on purpose. Johnny Smokes Uncut.
Well, I got to tell you guys, it is absolutely awesome to have you all here. Guys, I got to be honest with you. While I was trying to hold off everybody while we were waiting for you guys to come on, I lit up the Protocol Blue cigar, my first time smoking it. I got to be honest with you guys. The cigar is absolutely amazing. I mean, absolutely an awesome cigar blend. The body on the cigar, the profile of the cigar is absolutely magical. And I want to know, and before I'm a little starstruck because I didn't know that Johnny was going to be on here.
It was a surprise for you, Sean. It was a surprise.
I'm a little starstruck because I always watch his videos. I always see him do uploads and everything. So I'm a little lost for words right now. So thank you for that.
He is absolutely phenomenal. The level of engagement that he does on his Facebook group is pretty awesome. He, a lot of times when people get on these groups, they say, nobody's doing anything, but this guy works hard. It is a full-time job. He goes live several times a day just to engage the people in the group. Then he has special shows like on Thursday. Why am I talking? John, you got to talk about yourself real quick for a second.
Like I said, Thursday nights we do our regular show. Like this Thursday, we have Leo from Nova Cigars. And we have our monthly sponsors. This month is Crown Heads. Next month is Altadis. Sunday nights, we have what we call the Johnny Smokes Uncut Fireside Chat that literally started with us sitting around fireplaces during the summer into the fall. And, we just sit there, talk cigars. And like this last one, our sponsor rep, Miguel Chodel, came in. And it was a great time. And that's what we do. We got a lot of great things coming up in the future for Johnny Smokes Uncut, the group.
Hold on. On that note, I want to have a toast to Johnny Smokes Uncut.
Sean, get ready for a lot of this.
Amen to that, guys. Cheers.
But so
I mean, I got to tell you guys, you guys are actually the first heavy hitters in the smoking section. This is my first cigar review interview that I've done on the channel, so I cannot thank you guys enough.
Let's have a toast to you, Sean.
Oh God!
Toast! Cheers again. So I cannot tell you guys. To be here. Well, I mean, I am really thankful that we were able to get this together. One of the members of the smoking section, Corey Reinhardt, actually told me that I should reach out to
great
Juan.
Supporter. Shout out to Corey and a toast to Corey too.
Big supporter as well. Cheers again to Corey. But he actually got me talking to Juan. We've been planning this for a couple of weeks now. So I mean, I'm really happy that the day is finally here. So it's great to have you all here in the smoking section.
It's a pleasure.
Pleasure to be here.
So one big thing that, especially for somebody new like myself to Protocol Cigars, give me your background story. I've read a lot about Protocol Cigars. I've been doing information all week long about it. And I figured that the best way to tell everybody about it is to have you guys tell me about it. So let me know everything you can about Protocol Cigars. How did you guys get started? Where it came from? Where the name? Everything.
That's one.
All right, so we started in 2015. It was myself and another guy that was a cop in Berkeley Heights. His name was Bill Ives. He's since left the company to pursue his law enforcement career, and he just got promoted to lieutenant. So congratulations on him.
Congratulations.
He decided that being in the company was a little bit too much of a distraction to follow his police goals, and he's done them. So kudos for him. So him and I in 2015 started what's called Cuba Riqueño Cigar Company. That's the real name of the company. But everybody calls us Protocol, so we've embraced that real quick. The way Cuba Riqueño came around was that Bill was of Cuban descent. I was Puerto Rican. So we combined Puerto Riqueño with Cubano, and it came up with Cuba Riqueño Cigar Company. And we were going to name the cigars that, but Eric Espinoza, the guy that actually makes our cigars at La Zona, said, Juan, that's a very difficult word for non-Latinos to say, so it's going to be a disaster. People trying to say that, and just think of something else. So we came up with the term Protocol Cigars, and then around the same time that we thought about the theme or the name, we thought up with the theme about doing it law enforcement themed cigar line. At one point we were going to call it Fat Bastardos. Like, it was like a big joke, but even when we thought about the police thing, I was like, all right, it'll be a little different, and we went with that, and we started putting out the Protocol Cigars. And now that we have been in business for going on this is our 6th year, the name is stuck. So we haven't changed the name of the company, but everybody refers to us as Protocol Cigars. So we just kind of embrace that. When we do press releases, we talk about Protocol Cigars. And the cigar you're smoking there, Sean, is actually the first cigar we came out with in 2015.
Okay.
That's the as a Toro size. I think, yeah, it's a Toro size you're smoking. Yep. That was our first blend. We came out with a Toro and a Corona Gordo in that particular blend. And I'll tell you about the blend. There's an Ecuadorian Habano Oscuro wrapper, a Nicaraguan Habano binder with a quadruple Ligero from Nicaragua in the filler. It's a very full-bodied cigars, but when you double up on the Habano wrapper and binder, what it does, some of the characteristics of Habano tobacco is very creamy. So we doubled up on the cream and gave it a really creamy finish, and there's some pepper. So the balance was absolutely amazing, where somebody, like, I've seen people that never smoked a cigar before and they'll smoke that and they'll be fine. Right. But it is more of a fuller body cigar, but it's not really going to, knock you down on your ass because we doubled up on the Habano on there. And it's, we first came out with 250 boxes of the, 250 boxes of the Toro and 250 boxes of the Corona Gordo, and we thought we were going to smoke those for the rest of our lives. And in 3 months, that was sold out, and we've been coming out with, again, every time we come out with a cigar, we're like, this might be our last one, so let's come out with something really good. And the production runs just keep selling out, and they keep going, and it's great success. I think a big part of our success is our engagement with with our supporters out there, with the people, cigar smokers. It's a full-time job. I do it. I know Johnny does it. Kevin does it also. I spend most of the day today on Dojoverse. There's a way you could look up anytime somebody posted a Protocol Cigars, and I'll go on there and I probably went back for even like a month back because I haven't been doing as much as I should, but I spent like pretty much the whole day today just basically saying thank you guys for posting this. We appreciate you, and put a little gift, something like that in there. Something like that. Quick shout out to the Dojoverse. Cigar Dojo is pretty awesome. They're big partners of us. They're just awesome. If you guys out there don't know about them, Google Cigar Dojo. It used to be an app, but what wound up happening was that Apple started to take down apps, anything with tobacco. Yeah. And to make it simple, they just decided to do an actual Kevin, what would be the term? Is it website based?
It's a website, but you can make it an app in I believe in Android and iOS. Mm-hmm.
Right. Yeah. So it's like now it's it used to be a full blown app where you go to the app store.
Now it's a full functioning website.
A full functioning website. They're pretty good. They're very good. Yeah. All right. So you guys got the rest of the show. I talked enough.
Well, I got to tell you guys, I mean, for my first time smoking a Protocol cigar, and I said this in part 1 of the live. It's not that I never wanted to smoke a Protocol cigar. It was always, they're so hard to find around me. I'm right in like central to more on the southern side of New Jersey, and not too many people carry Protocol cigars, which we
got a few stores in Jersey though. Like we got
Royal Leaf.
Royal Leaf is up in South Jersey. Yeah, that's D Pittman. Shout out to D Pittman. We got Ocean Cigars in what part of it's Ocean City. Ocean City, New Jersey. They're down there. Where else in Jersey do you think we got, Kevin? You can remember?
Main Street, but that's more northern.
Yeah, Main Street. That's more northern.
Okay.
JR Cigars is based out of New Jersey. They have shops in Jersey. We're in there. And And then really, we are in. I'm trying to think where else in Jersey. A few others here and there, but
a few other small ones they order here and there if the customers ask for them. But you can always find us. There's a lot of like Royal Leaf has an online presence. A lot of the smaller shops now do, especially due to COVID. You got to have an online presence. It just helps out a little bit.
Right.
So you can find us on there. I know a lot of people want to go to the brick and mortar. If we're not in there, sales@protocolcigars.com. Reach out to me. It goes right to my inbox. We can talk. They want to order one box, I'll ship them a box. It's okay. So
there you go.
Yeah, we're always looking to get into additional shops.
I mean, I wound up going over the weekend. I wound up going to Leaf Cigar Bar in PA. And they wound up having a great selection of your cigars in there. So I was really, really happy about that. I actually stocked up on a lot of the Protocol Golds. I wound up getting a lot of those because I got to be honest. The cigar that I'm smoking right now, if this is your first cigar,
yes,
it's making me want to know how else you have expanded throughout the rest of your cigars, because this flavor profile is spot on. I mean, it is absolutely perfection in my eyes of a cigar.
So I'll tell you the story, but I want Kevin to talk more too. But I'm going to tell you the story with this. What happened? So with the blue one, again, Bill and I thought we would never. It was like a dream. It was like a dream come true. Two cigar nerds come out with their own cigar company. Nobody's ever, with so many great cigars on the market, nobody's really going to buy our stuff. So we did something very different. We actually were, we got calls from people in the industry saying stuff like, oh, you guys need to make a cigar that everybody's going to love. Make a cigar that you're going to sell out. And Bill and I were like, something, if we make this cigar and nobody's ever going to buy it, we're going to wind up smoking all 5,000 cigars ourselves. Do we want to smoke 5,000 cigars that we just might like, or do we want to smoke 5,000 cigars that we absolutely love? So when we did the first one, the blue in mind, we said, let's just do a cigar that we're going to love and we don't mind smoking for the rest of our lives. And that's how that blend came about, because Bill and I were very full-body smokers. Yes. Then those sold out and they started taking, momentum started picking up. And then I really love Mexican San Andreas. So I was like, I have the cigar company. I'm going to come out with a cigar that I love, and I absolutely adore Mexican San Andreas wrapper. And the next one we came out with was the Probable Cause, again with the law enforcement theme. The Probable Cause is Mexican San Andreas Maduro wrapper, Nicaragua binder and filler. The first size we came out was a box press Churchill, and it was absolutely beautiful. It's like eating a chocolate bar. It was like smoking a chocolate bar. It had beautiful earth tones, a little bit of light leather, a lot of chocolate, a little bit of sweetness, and nothing that we put sugar in, of course, but it's just the natural sweetness of a Maduro. And then we were like, all right, this is great. We're going to smoke these cigars for the rest of our life. And then those wound up selling out and popularity started growing. So as Bill and I were doing, and actually Kevin was with us too, when we started traveling, people would ask, you guys have anything like natural? No, we got dark and darker. You guys have anything light bodied? No, we have full and we have strong and stronger, we told them. So to kind of feed that demand, we came up with the gold, which is the Themis. Yes. That's an Ecuadorian Connecticut shade wrapper, Nicaragua binder and filler. So we came up with the idea. We wanted to do a Connecticut, but just not any Connecticut, because Bill and I and Kevin also at the time was just getting into the company. We're like, if we're going to do a Connecticut, let's do it with our spin. By the time you can see that's a full-bodied cigar. The red is also a fuller-bodied cigar. So we started getting kind of like a reputation to do a fuller-body cigar. So we were like, all right, if we're going to do this, let's put our spin on it. And we wound up putting some Ligero in the Connecticut. So for us, I'm a very full-body smoker. Kevin is more of a medium to full. But for me, I say that's very light. Kevin, what do you say it is when you smoke it?
I think it's like medium.
Right. So,
yeah,
and then the people,
mild plus medium.
A lot of the people we talk to that usually smoke milder cigars consider that a medium. But again, so if we were going to put out a Connecticut, we wanted to put our spin on it. And that became like our number one seller. That was just flying off like hotcakes. And that's the only line we have actually 4 Vitolas in. We have it in a Toro Robusto, Corona Gordo, and a Lancero. And it just flies off the shelves.
I can imagine. I see why.
Yeah. Everyone says they smoke full bodied, but when they go to the buy, it's Connecticut's. It's crazy. It's surprising.
So again, with the popularity of the Themis, we wound up coming out with official Misconduct, which was our 4th year release, and that is a Habano, Ecuadorian Habano wrapper, Nicaragua binder and filler. Also lighter body, but a little bit more stronger than the Themis. That is a bit more nuttier. It has almost like an almond finish to it, a little bit of cream, but really nice. And that's also pretty decent seller. And then our last release, I'll let Kevin talk about this one. This was the Green Protocol. I'll let him, talk about that because it's his baby.
Yeah, we came out with the Green Protocol, homage to my day job, cybersecurity. So it's the cyber crimes unit.
Okay.
That's a Nicaraguan rosado. I want to say a squirrel because it's very dark wrapper on that one. And then a Nicaraguan binder filler. And it just smokes amazing. I really like that cigar. Hits my palate well. It's a medium plus. Nothing crazy over the top. We've been getting great reviews on that. The first run of that came in late December. And
last week in December, I think it was.
Last week of December, and those are all gone, the initial run, out of our humidor here, right? So if your shop's got them, buy them up because they're not going to get them for a little bit. So we'll do more runs. That's going to be a regular production run for us. I'm excited about that one.
And tell them about the backstory with that a little bit.
Backstory?
Yeah, why we call it cybercrimes?
Because I said it gave homage to my day job.
Did I missed that one?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Because I'm in cybersecurity. Yes.
Because he's in cybersecurity.
I've been in cybersecurity for 16 years. I'm on the sales engineering side, so I'm the guy that sells with the sales guy or client director, as we call him, and I'm the technical client director. So I have to know the bits and bytes on what we're trying to provide as a solution and the business value. So I manage the big financials in the metro New York area. If it's a big bank, I'm in there talking to them about our stuff.
Nice.
Yeah.
I want to say, for all of you guys, and I'm going to pull a cheers right now. I just want to thank all of you guys for everything that you guys do.
Thank you.
We
appreciate it.
Even Johnny with, engaging with all of us, giving us all something to, really strive for. A lot of us beginners, especially.
Well, Sean, there's something that we wanted to talk about tonight, which these guys said, hey, John, we want you on to talk about something near and dear to our hearts.
It's a little exclusive for you.
Yeah, this is
we feel so special about you, and you're just starting out. We want to give you an exclusive, even before the press release came out.
Yeah.
So you're getting an exclusive here.
You guys are absolutely
a week before what the press release come out.
Yeah.
All right. So anybody watching this, pay attention. Okay.
Yeah,
pay attention to this.
Because with doing all the social media stuff, I had people come up to me and they're like, hey, when are you going to do your own cigar? When are you going to do your own cigar? And I'm like, listen, I want to crawl before I start snowboarding. So I was just like baby steps.
Inside joke.
Yeah. So I was just like, listen, let's just get the group going and then we'll go from there.
Okay.
And then it came more and more. When are you going to do your own cigar? So I started talking to Kevin and Juan. I'm like, hey, listen, what do we got to do for this? And with these guys not just being just a little insight, being super supportive, they're like, why don't we do a collaboration with Johnny Smokes? And my nickname is J Train. Right. Long story behind that. I'll save you the time. Long story behind that. So we were talking about the J Train and staying with the protocol with the police theme. We went to Mass Transit Division.
Yep.
But we're calling my cigar, our cigar, the J Train.
Okay.
So it's coming out. Fingers crossed. The initial release should be middle of March.
Okay.
And it's a 5x50. I'm a Robusto guy.
Right. Okay.
So we just did one size. So it was 5x50. It's Nicaraguan Corojo wrapper, Nicaraguan binder, Nicaraguan Honduran filler, and we tried it. We fell in love with it, and we're like, when we finally tried it, we're like, that's it. That's the one right there.
My mouth is watering. Right
now. I'm telling you, Sean, it's amazing, and in that size, the taste is amazing. And like I said, we talked about a little bit on our wear buys, but it was nothing super official because I'm one of those guys. Until I get the bundles in my hand, I was like, I got to keep it down. But then I wanted to.
That's how you have to do in this business, though.
But
until you have it in your hand, you can't count.
But the thing was, I still wanted to talk about it because it was like you wanted to create a buzz.
You're proud of it.
Yeah, super proud. These guys, like I said, have been more than supportive of not just the group, but just me in general. And like I said, when these guys said, hey, come on tonight and do this, I was like, oh, hell yeah. I was just like, I definitely, and I was like, can we talk about the J Train? Can we talk about the J Train? They're like, it's like, yes, talk about the fucking J Train. Go ahead, do it. But It's something that I'm really looking forward to. And like I said, with little luck, we're trying for March 13th, which is a special day for me because that is my dad's birthday, who's passed away just a year and a half.
Let's have a toast to your dad.
Yeah. So it's a special day for me, you know, and to be able to,
It's going to happen, John.
I think it will. And it was a special day. And plus, shortly after that, of course, is St. Patrick's Day, which special to me is my daughter's birthday.
Nice.
Wow.
So there's a lot of special.
Will
feelings.
young Reamer be at the event?
I think she said yes.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, she's young. She's almost, dude. She's 29 years old.
Anybody younger than us is still young.
But that's the story behind that. And like I said, we you know, as everybody's seen my patches, I'll tell you what.
I have one. I'm right up there with you.
Well, brother, that I got to get. This is the new one.
I'll hold it up close.
Here. This is one that Juan came up with, and I'll tell you what. Here, Juan's going to put this on. I'm going to give you.
You may have cried.
Oh, I was like.
That's not running. I can't see.
No.
Here, let's see. There you go.
Oh, there it is.
There you go. Right there. Yeah, keep it right there, Juan. Right there. But that was Juan's idea right there. And I'll tell you what, and this is the funny part. So me, I'm a stickler for attention to detail. Maybe that's my military stuff in the Navy. But Juan was like, hey, I want to come up with the design. I want to come up with the band. And my first reaction was, you know, Juan's a cigar guy. And I didn't like, oh, Jesus Christ, what's he going to come up with? But I'll tell you what, it's a 10 count bundle. The picture he has on the bundle and the band are freaking incredible. So I want to say to you, my friend, thank you.
My pleasure.
I got to give him props.
I honestly can't wait.
I'm telling you what, Sean, when they come out, brother, I'll send you a message.
So tell me about where it's gonna the initial release.
The initial release, like I said, fingers crossed, hopefully is March 13th at Caravan Cigar Club in Bath, Pennsylvania. And the reason we wanted to do it there is because another thing, the Lewis family is near and dear to my heart. So much that I got the keys to the shop. So that's how much they love me and the support that they've shown me for. I do my show there sometimes along with here, but they again, the Lewis family at Caravan has been super supportive. So that's why I was just like,
so
let's do it there.
When they do the launch, if you guys cannot be there or people, you know, we're gonna talk about this more on Johnny Smokes and we'll talk about as we get closer, but it's also going to be an online presence. So people that maybe can't make it up there, it's going to be a great time. But the people that cannot make it up there, they could buy it online to support.
Yes.
Yeah, and it's only 200 initial bundles. March 13th, it's going to come out, hell or high water, and they're going to go quick. So if you guys want it, you're in the group. I think
well, like I said, that's the funny thing is like Kevin and Juan, who are super positive. Me, I'm like, that's the first thing I was worried about is like, he's like, we're going to do 200 bundles. I'm like, oh my God, is that a lot? I didn't, like I said, I'm new to the game and I'm like, is that a lot? And they're like, dude, it's going to sell out. And everybody I talked to is like, we got to get this. It's going to sell out fast.
I firmly agree.
You have 1,300 members?
No more.
We're just about
3,500.
3,600.
Yeah,
there was a 3 in there.
You're admin. How the hell don't you
36.
know this?
I looked today. 3,600 members.
Yeah, 3,600
people in the group.
Has it even been a year?
No, it's been like eight months.
Could you imagine that?
Months.
And another year we'll be at 6,000, 6K, and the year after that will be at. Soon you'll be in the 20,000 people.
You're going to be going up faster than Bitcoin.
Yeah.
Just having the name Johnny Smokes associated with your own cigar. I mean, you have such a following. I mean, I follow you. And I mean, I'm not saying that I'm anything big because I'm just starting out, but I mean, having positive people to try and base myself off of and try and engage with my community and, do things, go live. If I go into the cigar shop that I work in, go live and just say, hey, I'm working today. If you're close by or if you're in New Jersey, come on down, let's meet. Your personality for how you represent yourself is going to reflect on your cigar. And if your cigar is anything like your personality, or your personality is anything like your cigar, it's going to go big in no time. I can almost guarantee you that.
Well, Sean, I hope you're.
I think his personality is very pretty, so it's going to be a very pretty cigar.
God. Well, Sean, I hope you're right. And it's like, it's one of those things I always say to everybody. I do it after all my lives. I tell all the people when I go live, it's like, hey, you'll notice if you go back and look at any of my lives, I always point and say, I love you guys. And I always try to always say our group, us, we. I don't do this me shit. I'm not into that. That's not me.
And that's why you have such an amazing engagement.
Well, and that's what it is.
It's the people's
like
group,
I said, I get up at 5:30, Sean, every morning, 5:30, 6 o'clock, get to the gym. As soon as the gym is over, I'm on there. Bang, 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 bang. Who posted? If anything, just give them a thumbs up. And that's the thing that I want to do to show my love and my thanks to the followers of Johnny Smokes Uncut. Is like, hey, listen, guys, thank you for engaging everything, and thank you for everything. And the least I can do is when I'm in the morning, boom, boom. Even when I'm at my regular job, facility maintenance, I do through the day. Quick look, who can I like? Bang,
I thought you were a male model.
Nah,
part-time.
That's my part-time gig. But no, thanks, Sean. Thanks for those kind words. I really appreciate
Sean, if you actually
he's
want
also a pro snowboarder.
Yes.
Oh God.
The video is on Johnny Smokes Uncut. If you look at it, you'll find it.
Don't look at it.
No, it wasn't terrible. I thought it was actually pretty impressive because you got more balls than I do. First of all, I hate the cold. I'm Spanish. I don't like the cold at all.
Well,
You were out there. People were
like
smoking.
I told Kevin, I said, I never skied, never snowboarded. And I said, at 54 years old, I said, guys at 54 are looking to get the hell out of snowboarding.
Correct.
And my goofy ass was like, hey, let's try snowboarding.
Yeah, you did a great job. I saw you come down the hill.
I did.
Let's have a toast to your skills.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
Kevin, give me some. What are some snowboarding terminologies? I always say tubular, but it's not really tubular. That's like surfing, right? Give me some. Hit the half pike or something like that.
Hit the half pipe. No.
Yeah.
No, I didn't hit no pipe.
He didn't hit any rails.
I was going to say you didn't hit the rails.
He didn't do any 360s.
Listen, I am not going to even lie about it. I stayed on the bunny slopes just to get my freaking sea legs, as they call it. I'm using nautical terms.
Sometimes you have to.
And that's
the best line ever. I got him down the first hill. I'm like, come on, John, you just got to do it's the beginner hill, right? It's the basic beginner other than the bunny. The bunny hill, it sucked because the conditions were so bad up there. You need people riding over it to loosen up the snow. And I'm standing there and I'm like, come on, John, we're going down this hill. He's like, what's wrong with this hill back here? And I'm like, no, that's not the hill. We got to go on the other hill. But
next time, yes. Next time. No,
Hey, Sean, talking about that launch on March 13th, I don't think from where you were at in Jersey, Bath was probably under a 2-hour drive. You should look it up. Maybe consider coming out
Sean, you definitely should
meet some of us. It's going to be a great time. They're going to meet the Lewises over there.
We got people flying in.
Yeah, there's people flying in from Ohio. I think it's going to be a great time. You should definitely think about coming up.
My dad is actually in the stream right now, and he's updating me. He's actually my co-producer, I guess you'd say. He always keeps me straight. So if somebody makes a comment,
let's have a toast to Sean's dad.
Yeah, here's to Sean's dad.
Here's a toast to Sean's dad.
What's his name? What's Sean's dad's name?
His name is Terry. Terry.
Hello.
Terry, what's up, brother?
So he's actually he's letting me know right now. Bath is only about an hour and 45 minutes away.
Perfect. And I hit it. I didn't know it's under 2 hours.
Yep. So I mean,
so you and your dad can come by and have a father or son date. That'd be nice. Have a little.
Absolutely.
Johnny makes amazing Manhattans. They're no longer called Manhattans. They're called Johnny Manhattans.
Don't say that.
He makes phenomenal Manhattans.
Manhattans are my dad's drink of.
Oh, look at that. That's the universe.
Terry, you get up there.
Terry's got to come.
I'll tell you what.
He'll
Terry,
make you the best Manhattan you ever had.
He's giving me a thumbs up. He's going, yes.
Terry,
get a hotel room.
It's not super professional.
We just have a good time.
It's the love behind it, and it's the atmosphere. We have people come in some days. Look, it's the last event we did. I think I made like 30 Manhattans. They didn't give a shit. They were like, wow. John, make me another. John, make me another. John, make me.
You know what I think is a good idea? Maybe you do do a whole because this is going to be, especially this event, it's going to be your event. People are going to want to be talking to you. You don't want to be a bartender for half the night. Maybe do a whole like picture. Like I would do with the old fashions. And
yeah, I got you. No, I know what you're saying, brother.
This way, people are going to come to see
I'll
you.
make a picture for everybody else, but for Terry, I'm going to mix that shit with these bare hands for Terry.
Yeah.
There we go.
Sean, you have a big fan. They're texting me right now. It's actually my brother, and
Really?
Yeah, and he just said if he shows up, he's watching the show right now, and he goes, if he shows up, I'm 100% there.
Well,
Really?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
said, do you know him? You don't know David Kythen, do you?
I don't think so. I mean, unless he follows or watches some of my videos on YouTube, but
maybe.
He must. I don't know. I'm asking him.
That's
Do you know him?
awesome.
He goes,
I mean, that is awesome.
no, he loves you guys. Oh, okay. So my brother's in. Apparently he loves you. So you got to
Awesome. There you go.
Awesome. We'll tell your brother. I will definitely. I got stickers for the smoking section. I'm growing little by little.
That's great. We actually in our humidor, the door to our humidor is covered with stickers from cigar groups to cigar companies to media people. Yeah. So I would love to put one of your stickers on the door.
Oh,
absolutely. Yeah. I mean, I as soon as I saw Johnny, and when I first started getting into this, I of course you always start out going to other YouTube or Facebook groups and just kind of seeing how everybody handles things and everything. And one of the first groups I joined was Johnny Smokes Uncut. Nice. And as soon as I saw people posting a cigar with his sticker and everything, I was like, how do I get one of those? Because I have to. It's actually on the back of my laptop right now, so that way every time I close it, I have Johnny Smokes right there in the center of my laptop.
Awesome, brother.
Because it's just I look up to all you guys. I mean, for all of you guys that do this for a living. I work full time Monday through Thursday. I only do videos and cigars, every other day, Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, and I work part-time at a cigar shop. So for you guys...
What shop do you work at?
It's called The Smoking Dog in Maple Shade and in Mount Holly.
Yes, I've been there.
Yes, Joe.
I've actually been there because the company I work for, that's near Moorestown, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Yes, we have meetings at Moorestown. So the one day I left there, I'm like, I gotta find a cigar. I was at that shop. It's freaking amazing. In fact, they had it was a Drew Estate event that day, and it was freaking awesome.
Yep.
So yes, I have been there.
Well, that's the place that I work at. I always give Joni a big shout out. She's the one that got me started with my job with cigars. I always smoked with my father. That's how I started smoking cigars, and then getting the job, it just opened up my eyes to so many different things, and now I'm here. So, I mean, Joni was great. And like I said, with good role models like you guys who are bringing things out and good product, it's just, it's inspiring for me, to be honest.
That's like in the strip mall, right? That's the strip mall. You're right.
There's an Acme, yes. A golf place in there. It's a bigger shop than the one that we have in Mount Holly, but her selection is absolutely awesome.
It is. Do you know what? I actually did they carry the, I'm a big Mombacho fan, so they had that Mombacho 30-year or something like that. It's funny because I didn't even know what the freaking price was on those things, so I threw two up on the counter, and she's like, "Yeah, your price is like $150." I'm like, "What the f did I just buy?" So she's like, "Yeah, those cigars are 30 a piece. Do you want to put them back?" I'm like, "No, I'll take them. Screw it. I love Mombacho. We'll screw it. Leave them in."
There you go.
But,
I mean, Joni was actually talking about getting Protocol cigars in her shop. So now that I have contact information for everybody here, we definitely want to start getting some Protocol cigars in the Smoking Dog.
And there's a possibility, Kevin, correct me if I'm wrong. If Joni wanted to actually have the Johnny Smokes Uncut cigar, the J Train, she could have it because
that's after the initial run.
Yeah, the initial run.
We'll do another run, and then we'll open it up to other shops around the country.
If they want to bring it in,
yeah. John's got worldwide access with his group, but we'll open it up nationwide.
I see beautiful women posting from Spain and
Italy. Well, like everywhere. I said,
it's pretty amazing.
3,600 last I counted 78 countries.
That's amazing. You're creating something beautiful, John.
Well, do you know what? And that's what it's. And this is the thing which Sean brought up. Like Sean, I'm just starting out. I'm doing this, but Sean, this is what it's all about. Is like I started out too at one point. Yep. And guess what? I got love from these two guys, and then all the people who are in a group, you get love from them, and then all of a sudden, somebody from Europe picks up on this, and somebody from this picks up on this, and that's why, dude. If I can give you an advice, just keep doing what you're doing, man. I love you. I love your attitude towards everything is phenomenal. To use that word, to use his word, but dude, it's
You already
just
got a
gotta keep doing
fanboy. My brother can't stop texting me.
There it is.
This guy's genuine. I like this guy. I'm going to be there.
Yeah,
I'm happy about it.
Getting him as a fanboy is tough. His brother's a tough nut to crack.
He doesn't like a lot of people.
Yeah.
Well, it's funny because when I first started out, I didn't quite know where to begin. And my girlfriend, who I just hit a year with in January, she's been by my side. She's been helping me out. Her aunt actually drew the smoking section, the prayer hands with the chain and the cigar. She drew that for me, and it exploded. I had so many people that wanted the logo. They wanted to know where they could get it, and it just went from there. But the main question that a lot of people ask me is, well, what's up with the prayer hands? And the one thing that I always can say is when I first started smoking cigars, and even if it was by myself, it always gave me a chance just to kind of, have a one-on-one with God. I'm big in my faith. And, if I didn't want to listen to music and I just had something that I could sit, think on, and just talk to him. And I figured I would bring it all back, where I bring a little bit of his love into my streams, and I bring a lot of my energy into my streams as well. So, I mean, it all came together, and I don't hate on anybody for views or this or that. I support everybody, because to me, we're all in this together, and we all have the love of cigars. So I figured that's a good way to start.
Do you know what, Sean? It's funny you say that, because we always talk about this. It's like, listen, when I have with my group, I've shared my my fans and talked about, we got with Dapper D. Mm-hmm. Dapper D is a guy out of Florida who opened his own shop. He's awesome.
Yep, I did a live stream with him.
Well, with Dapper D, when we were doing our Sunday chats, we did it at 7:00. He holds his at 7:00. So I talked to him one day. I'm like, listen, Dapper, what I'm gonna do? We're gonna move our fireside chat to 8, so our crew can watch your show. Wow. And he was like freaking astounded by this. I'm like, no, dude, don't worry about it. This is what it's about.
Supporting each other.
Yeah, supporting each other. I'll drop down an hour so we can watch you. And then what he does, he comes in after his show, jumps in ours. Yep. And that's what it's all about. And that's why with all the shops, especially in my area, I work, I don't know if you knew, part-time at CI. Mm-hmm. So I deal with that, but I also go to Famous. I go to Caravan, New Tobacco Village, Genie Smoke Shop. There's all these little shops out there that I go to just show the love, and it's like that's what it's all about.
But you post in other groups.
Oh, that's the thing that a lot of people love. I just don't smoke. I belong to 101 groups, I think it is.
Wow.
And I try to post in literally like 15 groups. Which some people they're like, yeah, every morning I get Johnny Smokes and Cut, Johnny Smokes and Check. I'm like, because they're my friend. They see all the groups I post, and it's like, well, that's what it's about.
Yep.
You know what I mean? It's
engagement. It's engaging.
It's engagement. Right. You're showing them, hey, listen, I'm interested in you. Hopefully you're interested in me. Let's grow, because like you said, this is what it's all about. It's not about this guy. It's about this.
These guys. Yep,
yeah, it's about the group, the cigar. That's what it's all about.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So
exactly. I mean, Dapper D, he actually, when I was just back to doing my Facebook lives, I didn't even have YouTube. I never thought I would be on YouTube. And, Dapper D wound up, hitting me up and saying, dude, I love your energy. I do a virtual smoke deck. Do you want to come on with me and be my guest? And as soon as I came on, I mean, our energy it clicked. And I mean, it was awesome to be with him and to get me started.
Oh, yeah.
He got me started on StreamYard, to be able to post on different places. He goes, dude, get your game up. You're going to be fine. You're doing great right now. So don't even sweat it. I got your back. You got my back. That's the way it should be. And that's the way it's been ever since.
And that's what you got to surround yourself with people like that. Like when I always tell Dapper, he was my first interview. No, as him interviewing me. Mm-hmm. So when he sent me this, like I joked with him. I was like, "What?" I said, "Were you scraping for people?" And busting his chops, but no. He's like me. Like perfect example. If you go back and look at a lot of my guests, number one, the majority is female.
Right.
So we don't like that all male thing. A lot of our people that we interview are female. The other thing is it's a lot of boutique with like Nova. Yeah, Nova is a little on a boutique side. Last week we had Nimmer from Valakari.
Okay.
And you ask the normal smoker who the hell Valakari is, they'll be like, I never heard of him. But that's the best part, is because Valakari has great cigars. Not a lot of people know, so that's, you want to just shine that light on these people that are like me and you're doing, and these guys, you're grinding. That's why I always put, I'm grinding.
Yep.
People that are grinding to get it up there. Like these two guys.
Let's do it. You said a beautiful thing, showing light on people. And that's one thing that this company does. And Kevin, correct me if I'm wrong, is our engagement with our supporters out there. And I'm just going to show a few things that these are the kind of things that people do. Like Kevin, I'll give you yours. Like we have a guy, his name is Matt Booth, not Matt Booth from Room 101, which I love anyway, but a guy just made these up there, these wooden placards. We're gonna put them on the door of the studio, and one's blue and it says Juan can't sell, the other one's green because it's Kevin, it says Kevin. So these are kind of things. And then we got support from groups like the Distinguished Ruffians. These guys are pretty awesome, Distinguished Ruffians. And then we got, give me that stand right there, Castle Cigars. He made us this beautiful cigar rest. It's made out of aluminum. And this one's a Sir Robert Peel, really beautiful. He sent it to us. We always keep it up here and give it everybody who wants. Then we got Tommy Francis and Al Berner. Like Tommy Francis is a great kid. He does great things with 3D printers, and I'm a big Star Wars geek. And he's done a cigar stand with cigars, and he's done protocols, and he does Kevin a football one, and also Sheepdog. Let me talk about Sheepdog over there. Sheepdog's another great group, and this is their coin right here. This is just because we engage like Johnny does and show light to these people, and we try to shine on them too, and just we appreciate everything those guys out there are doing for us.
Absolutely. So I got to ask now. Johnny has blessed me with a little pre-information before the actual launching of everything.
Right.
What is next for Protocol? Do you guys have anything in the works? Are you guys just chilling right now? Are you guys just like, hey, you know what?
We're in full steam. So we have hopefully next week the Elliot Ness, which is our newest addition to the Lawman series. Hopefully we'll be getting those. Now, the Cybercrimes and the Elliot Ness should have been last year's releases, but because of COVID and just kind of slowed us down. I use this metaphor a lot, like the cigar. I think any business, you could put this metaphor in any business. The business itself, the industry is a highway. On this highway, you got the big guys like General, Altadis, Fuente, Rocky Patel. They're a semi-truck going down this highway.
Absolutely.
If they hit a little bump, they maybe just adjust. They keep going. They sometimes they don't even feel the bump, or maybe they lose a little bit and they adjust quickly because the weight of that semi truck. But take that same bump, and there's a guy on a motorcycle, which would be us, a smaller guy. Yeah. That bump has the potential of actually wiping us out. Kevin, did I use the right terminology for that?
Yes.
Right. That had the possibility of wiping us out and having us crash. But so that's kind of the things happening with us now. Is that bump of COVID 2020 really set us back. So we're still coming out with that one. Hopefully we'll be here next week.
Okay.
And then we're having another addition to the Lawman series that's going to come out in July for the trade show. Hopefully if that goes well. And we're going to do some other stuff. We got some shop exclusives coming out as well. And we're just moving along. We got some great projects. We got a project with Dojo coming up also next month towards with met the cigar company in Oklahoma City in June, and it's just these are the things we're doing, and we're just going to keep moving forward and we believe in limited releases. Like when sometimes some things are shop exclusives. Like for example, we just had a great shop exclusive called the Coppers for a store in Rhode Island, in Westerly, Rhode Island. It's called the Coppers right here. It's a great little cigar, and those are still available. If you go Google Vintage Cigar Club and Vintage Cigar Lounge and Club in Westerly, Rhode Island, those are coming out. And we did another recently, like in December 2020. We did a great shop exclusive for Caravan Cigar Company called the Paddy Wagon.
Oh God, that was amazing!
It is a great Mexican San Andreas. It's a beautiful cigar, and it's this is the kind of stuff we're doing. We like to. we got the mainstream stuff with core lines, like all the Protocol Ps, and then we got the Lawman series. That's available to everybody. That's available to big shops, small shops, online guys. But then to really pay homage and give something special to the small brick and mortar guys, we believe in doing shop exclusives and some even just limited editions that one and done with some companies to kind of help them also, so people could buy through them and they can get a little bit of piece of the pie too.
Yeah, dude, this like the Sir. If you did you try the Sir Robert Peel yet, Sean?
No, but before
Oh my
went
God.
live, I've had so many people already giving me suggestions, about the Sir Robert Peel. They told me that the Protocol Gold goes really great with some coffee. So I mean,
Phenomenal.
I have so many things I have to try. I feel like I'm so far behind right now.
Well, I'll tell you what. With the whole Protocol line, this is my. I'd have to say the Protocol, the Sir Robert Peel Maduro, is my second favorite cigar from Protocol besides the J Train.
Yes, of course.
No, but this cigar right here, which I love their core line, but when they came out with the Sir Robert Peel, the Maduro Natural, both of them are freaking amazing. But for some reason, this Sir Robert Peel Maduro, this is my favorite.
It's meaty.
Protocol
It's just
cigar.
this beautiful. It's like almost smoking like a steak. It's just meaty and full, robust.
My
It's a
favorite-
great,
it's my
great
favorite
cigar.
Protocol
It's
cigar.
Pennsylvania broadleaf Maduro
Okay.
from Pennsylvania, and it's an amazing cigar. We're very proud of it.
I'm a big full-bodied cigar smoker. I've smoked, the everything on LFD, which I'm not just saying this for the stream, but as I'm coming down to like my last final third of the Protocol Blue, I got to tell you, I've smoked a lot of LFDs, and I got to be honest, I think Protocol is going above LFD for me in my favorite chart. Honestly,
full bodied.
And I mean, it's a smooth full body, and I love when cigars have body to them and they're not just dependent on a lot of pepper, a lot of spice. You can taste almost everything in the cigar, and like you said earlier, it has such a nice, easygoing feel with it, with the cream and the pepper, and it balances itself out, but yet you still get that nice full-bodied flavor to it. It's an absolutely amazing cigar. And I got to tell you, it's
that cigar and the Lancero actually was the first cigar we got Cigar of the Year with Cigar Federation in 2016, I believe it was. Kevin,
Yes.
am I saying that right? Yeah. That was the first. And think about it, for a company that's been around for only a year, and you come out with the Lancero the year after, and you get in some of the major, social, I should say cigar media pages, and they're giving you Cigar of the Year with something you came out. It's pretty amazing. Then we also got Cigar of the Year with the Themis, with the Developing Palates. We got Cigar of the Year with the Protocol, Probable Cause, Lancero through Tiny Tim Cigar World. So we've gotten a few really nice accolades. We've gotten, every year when we come out with stuff, we usually get into the top 20s of certain, like with Cigar Coop, with Dojo. So we're very happy with how our supporters support us, but we're also very happy and thankful to guys like you in cigar media that has also really supported us and backed us from the beginning. So thank you to you. Let's have a toast to cigar media, everybody.
absolutely.
Yes.
Dojo, you, Coop, all those guys, Half Wheel,
We wouldn't be here.
Developing Palates.
for you guys.
No, absolutely not.
But in all honesty, I feel like that's the way it should be. Especially, the one thing that I try to, thrive myself on is whenever I do a cigar review, whether it be live or just a recording and then upload, I never like to bash a cigar group. I never like to bash a cigar.
Perfect.
Just for the sheer fact of, if they're watching, I don't want them to feel negatively about me, but also if it's not my cup of tea, it might be somebody else's cup of coffee.
100%. You hit right on the nose.
Yeah, you do what Sean, he said something that when I started doing this, it was at Cigars International, and there was this kid who we were doing videos there first of the cigars that they had there. And one of the first thing he said is, John, you got to do a rating system. I said, I will never do a rating system. Never, ever, ever, ever will do a rating system, because there's a lot of manufacturers that I love, and I'm not going to I'm just going to throw some names on.
Mm-hmm.
Why would I rate Nick Perdomo at a 78 and say Rocky Patel at an 80 and that, you know what I mean, that causes bad blood. No, I'm just and exactly, you can go back to when I even started my YouTube. Never ever have I put a cigar on there and said, this cigar sucks.
Right.
It's bullshit. Don't smoke it. Never.
Yep.
You know, I
If you don't like it, you just don't rate it.
You just
Right.
don't rate it. You know,
Exactly.
hey, listen, I'm smoking this. It's good. It tastes like this. It tastes like that. You don't need to go out and bash somebody. You know, I mean, come on.
Exactly.
It's like, and that's why I try to come out with like the one I'm down to this right now, to the nub, is a good friend of mine, Rafa Nadal, the 19th, him and AJ Fernandez, who were great guys. This is the 1935 anniversary, and this is something they just recently came out with. This is phenomenal.
Okay.
And it's just one of those things. It's like, you know, you want to show love. You don't want to freaking bash
Absolutely.
somebody. It's like, come on.
A lot of people in
You don't have to.
They've asked me. They said, you know, like you always give, you know, a good rating, and I don't do like an 80 or a 90 like if you did like Cigar Aficionado's ratings on cigar.
Right.
But I'll do like my own little personal like 1 to 5.
Nothing wrong with that. Nothing
Just
wrong
like-
with that.
I go by construction and flavor and this and that, but I don't think I've ever given anybody even a 3 on the cigars that I've smoked. It's always been 4s and close to 5s.
Right.
And-
Before I had a cigar company, I used to like well, I still like the magazine. It's called Cigar Press. They do great reviews, but they don't put a number. They just give a review. They break down the flavor profiles that they
Yep.
got,
Yeah.
the flavors, what reminded them, whatever you're saying is whatever nutty, you know, leathery, whatever, and they give this beautiful review on it, but never put a rating on it.
Right.
You know, it helps.
Well,
Exactly.
It does help, but in reality, there's only one true rating that really pushes anything over. That's Cigar Aficionado #1 of the year.
right.
Right.
Maybe the top 5, maybe even the top 10, but those are
Right.
the ones that real people. But I still love everybody that does ratings, and I agree with you. Like, you don't have to bash somebody because it's not getting you anywhere.
Yep.
Because somebody who's reading that and you're giving something a 60 or whatever, 70 or whatever it is, and they could say, "Wow, I really like that cigar. This guy doesn't know what he's talking about." So it's all really a lot of opinion
Yes.
and stuff, you know. But I still do like it, but I don't think definitely people
But
should.
and that's
do
the
this.
thing where they can go exactly what Juan said. I agree with Juan. Is like, hey, listen, this 1935. I could sit here and tell you this is one of my favorite cigars, but you could have 50 people out there to try it, and then they're like, I really didn't like it. It was not my wheelhouse. Oh, that's fine. That is fine. I'm giving you what I feel. You know, I like this cigar for this, this, and this.
Right.
I'm not giving you a rating. I'm just telling you I like it because of this. And the same thing with when I'm at CI, when I throw a cigar out there, it's something new that I tried. I'm like, oh wow, I like this. Let's post a picture.
Right.
You know, and I'm not going to get on there and like, hey, this cigar has Mexican San Andreas and this and this and this, but it tastes like shit.
Right.
You know,
Exactly.
I mean, it's like, come on, you don't need to do that.
And one of the people in one of the videos had asked me, saying, you know, can you do a cigar that you smoked before that you didn't like? And I kind of sat back and I thought about it, and I said, well, this could be a good thing or a bad thing. But I found a good way to do it. I wound up bringing on the cigar Alec Bradley Magic Toast, which my first time smoking it, I had a very bad experience just because of how I handled the cigar. It's a very oily cigar, you guys know.
Oh yeah, yep.
So the first time I smoked it, I used a punch on the cigar, and just the oil clogged up my punch. I felt like I was trying to suck a golf ball through a garden hose. So instead of going on it and making it out to be like, well, let's see how this is going to go, I wound up treating the cigar differently, and I had a better experience. And I turned that into a lesson of, if you have a bad experience with a cigar the first time, try and do something a little different with it and see if that changes your experience with the cigar. So it wasn't bashing it, but it was saying, maybe if you had this issue before, here's another way that you could try and correct that,
Right.
to make it more enjoyable, which was really great for me.
That educates the consumer too, that not every, you know, cigar can just take one cut, right?
Right.
I
Exactly.
mean, pretty much everyone can take a straight cut, but if you're doing a punch and you got a real oily cigar, now you're going to learn something like, wait a minute, maybe I shouldn't use the punch.
Well,
on this,
even
though my punch
and to the opposite of that, if you tried it in a punch, like you said, maybe your next cigar, cut it, open it up a little more,
Yep.
see what you think, and you
that's
might
what I
get
did.
you might pick something. Like, it's funny you say that. It was because the Magic Toast, when it came out, now I cut my stuff usually guillotine cut. I love that. That was probably one of my, when it came out, I was like, holy shit, I love this cigar. I didn't punch it like you said.
Right.
Because I'm terrible with a punch, so I don't usually punch a lot because I usually
I seen you punch some guys. You're pretty good at
it. God. So I try not to punch because I'm terrible at it. And usually I wind up screwing the cigar up. And then it's like, oh, Jesus Christ, what the hell did I just do? And then I wind up cutting it anyway. But, hey, to each his own. Whether you punch, V-cut, guillotine it, whatever. All I'm saying is, if
just don't bite it off.
Yeah, just don't.
Whatever you do, don't bite it off.
Now, I don't know, because I've heard a rumor that the LFD, either the Capito or the Chapter 1 or Chapter 2, I think.
Isn't it the chisel where you got to squeeze it? Is that what you're kind of talking
squeeze
about?
it. They told me that the only reason why it's like that is because the owner of LFD always would forget his cutter, but never his lighter. And he made it so that way he could bite the end of it to open it, so that way he didn't have to worry about always bringing a cutter. So maybe biting it off could be something that you could do.
I've never. If I don't have a cutter, I'll bite my cigar.
Well, the funny thing is that you say that, though.
I use my coke nail sometimes too.
Oh God, no, but there's guys who they won't carry a cutter, but what they'll do is, it's funny you say that, they'll actually take their finger and just pinch the cap.
Yeah.
Or even if it's a pigtail, you could take that pigtail, put it in your teeth, pull it, smoke it.
Mm-hmm.
And you're not interrupting anything, and it pulls enough off you can get a fresh taste.
Right. No, but these are all things, as I've been doing this, I've been learning, because it's as they say, there's so many ways to skin a cat. Well, there's so many different cigars, and there's so many different ways to smoke so many different cigars, So it's always been a learning experience for me, and continuing to learn more and more is it's fascinating for me.
Well,
it's great.
You're constantly, you never know everything. You always learn something. Like you can learn from every cigar. Forget about lessons of life. Just how the way they hold it, cut it. The way they light it. There's so many different ways you can light it. Also, and you learn every day.
Well, it's also the mood. Like Sean, say you're sitting here with us, you're relaxed, and you have a few drinks.
Right.
You light up the Protocol Blue. Okay.
Right.
Now, a month ago, same condition, work sucks. You're not having a great day. Everything sucks.
Yep.
And you can light up a freaking Davidoff. You can light up a freaking Davidoff in that day. It'll taste like shit.
Right.
Because your attitude's not there. Your senses to concentrate on the cigar itself are not there. They're on like, oh my God, I didn't do this. I got to do this. I'm having a terrible day at work. My tires blew out of my goddamn car. Whatever the hell it is.
The dog ate your homework.
Exactly.
That too.
So then all of a sudden you could put the number one cigar in your mouth and you're like, this tastes like shit.
Right.
Well, no. Now sit that same cigar. 2 weeks later, you're sitting with these two wonderful guys in a room chatting about cigars. You're relaxed. You have a drink. And you're like, holy shit, this ain't the same cigar I tried. Did you guys reblend this in the last 2 weeks? Like, no, we didn't reblend the goddamn cigar. You reblended your brain to freaking go for that cigar. You reblended your brain.
Yep, exactly.
So, and that's huge.
Yes, no, for sure. So with not time kind of ticking down, not like I'm rushing anything, but is there anything that you guys want to bring to the table? Any bits
absolutely.
of advice?
Absolutely. I'm going to let Kevin talk about it. The Protocol Pool Party coming up July 17th.
Absolutely.
Kevin,
bring it on.
Do the whole thing. Talk about that.
So, Protocol Pool Party. It's our annual event. Started at my house. My house is no longer large enough. No, do I want the liability to host it at my
Started
house.
off with 20 people year one, then it went to 30 people year two, and then year three was like 60 people. Like, no, you can't do this.
It got crazy, and look, what really did it for me was we had a lot of people that were upset that they didn't get an invite to it because it was an invite only, right? And I don't want to exclude anybody that's a Protocol fan. So we did it a ticketed event last year. It was our first one, massive hit in the heat of COVID. Kept it all COVID compliant. We had 115 people show up, plus staff. No one got COVID. So we're doing it at a better venue this year, upgrading. We're doing it at a full wedding. I think John and I might get married there that day.
I'm divorced. I'm in.
Nice.
So we're at the Chelsea Sun Inn. It's not far from you. It's going to be in Mount Bethel, Pennsylvania.
Okay.
Awesome venue. It's got 20 acres of property, in-ground pool. You can smoke in the pool. They got a massive hot tub.
Yeah.
We're gonna have a live band. Deer Anna's playing. We got Go Girls showing up. They're gonna be doing raffle tickets, selling.
Just
swag.
to clarify, not Go Girls.
Not
Go
Girls.
Girls. They are a beautiful modeling agency.
If you've been to Cigar Fest,
very classy.
If you've ever
very
been to Cigar
beautiful.
Fest, very classy. They are the girls that are at Cigar Fest.
Yeah.
They'll be having 6 of them there. Some will be bartending. Some will be walking around, raffle tickets, hanging out.
Calling raffles when we do the raffles.
So it starts July 17th, 2 p.m. Goes all night. You want to camp? $25.
Wow.
Put up your tent. And we have a tent over your tent. So if you got a crappy tent, you don't have to worry about a weird rainstorm in the middle of the summer. You're good. You want to bring an RV? We got RV parking.
Nice.
This event is going to be over the top. You get a protocol 10-pack bundle for your ticket price, $150 right now until the end of March. You get a
early bird special.
Then it goes up to $200 April 1st. You get a 10-pack of protocol cigars. It's going to be a barber pole of our probable cause Mexican San Andreas, along with our Themis Ecuadorian Connecticut.
Nice.
Barber pole cigar.
Nice.
Only exclusive. You got to buy a ticket. Limited to 200 tickets. So you guys got to get in on that. And
it's a great time.
Buy them. It's going to be a blast. DJ, like I said, full band Dear Anna. You can look them up on Facebook. They did a live concert.
And our MC. Tell them about our MC.
MC is going to be Jeff Brown.
Yeah.
Jeff Brown's worked at a lot of the major cigar companies in the area. And we are going to be live with Jeff Brown this Friday, by the way. Plug his show. He does a Friday night show on his Facebook page. So, he'll be MC of the event. So all you can eat, all you can drink, included in that $150. Where are you going to go to a cigar event where you're getting 10 packs of cigars? That's $100 value right there. Mm-hmm. All you can eat. We're going to have a full buffet style spread. Plus, we're going to have kegs of beer. We're going to have top shelf liquor. So you're going to be able to party all night. If you have a tent, you can keep hanging out. You don't have to go home. I don't care if you don't want to go to your hotel. But we have hotel block in the area. So go to protocolcigars.com/events. Just go to protocolcigars.com and then click on events. It's a lot easier. And click RSVP, hit read more. It gives you all the details about the event. You can buy your tickets online right now. And till the end of March, it's $150. I'm doing an early
$50 saving.
$50. That's a third off the price. So April 1st goes up to $200. And it's still a great value at $200. But I wanted to kind of gauge where we're going to be at with the people that are going to be coming in. We have people flying in for this event. We may have some special guests coming in.
Well, the McAuliffe guys said they were definitely coming.
McAuliffe guys said they were coming.
Yep.
Yeah, so we have other cigar manufacturers that are interested to come out to this event. And if you were at last year's, you don't want to miss this. We're going to have a million raffles. I mean, you're crazy not to get in on them. We do a really nice thing. A lot of rare protocol stuff, a lot of swag,
a lot of unicorns.
A lot of unicorns. The full line of protocol will be for sale, that day. So I'm really looking forward to it. That was kind of my baby.
And you know who else is going to be there? Johnny Cuts Unsmoked.
Oh yes, Johnny. Johnny.
I'm saying it wrong again, right? John Reamer is going to be there.
Yeah.
And he's going to go live many, many times, right?
We have a couple. We may have a couple of his bundles on the raffle table.
Yeah, very nice.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But
I'm excited for everything. I'm excited for it all. I really am. I just hearing everything that you guys are talking about, and I think I heard somebody say that you guys are going to be at the cigar event in July in Las Vegas.
That's the trade show. We are as of right now. We're as long as they have the trade show, we should be there with Eric Espinoza and Little Zona.
We're planning on it.
Yeah.
I will, if I'm a betting man, which I'm not, as John knows, because he is a betting man.
Yes.
But if I was, I would bet that these cigar shows are probably not going to happen just because of the COVID things. I don't know how you do it, but we'll see.
Yeah, it's still and then the Las Vegas Convention, Association, they're still worried about doing stuff, and places are starting to open up now, but you're talking about maybe 3,000 people in a small area like that. So I don't know if they're going to have it still But we'll see if they have it. We'll probably be there. But regardless of the fact, we're still going to have 2 new releases. Actually, 1 new release and a line extension. But we won't talk about that yet.
Well, hopefully I see you guys at the trade show in July, if that's the case, because I should be there with the smoking dog, working the table.
Nice.
So hopefully I will see you guys there as well.
So for me personally, that's great to hear that local shops to us, I'll consider you a local shop because you're just down the road. But it's good to hear that shops want to go to the trade show.
Oh, absolutely. Joni, Joni's awesome. She's good people. She's like family. She's got such a good knowledge of cigars, and she respects so many different cigars, and it's awesome to be included in that. And especially with her knowing that I do these shows, she's even like, I'll bring you in as you're working there, but then guess what? You're going to be going around wearing your gear and handing out your cards and everything to try and get your name out there as well.
Two birds and one stone.
Hell yeah.
Exactly. So it really meant a lot to me. And it's great to be able to have the opportunity if it happens this year. That is.
That's awesome. That's the only reason I let John hang out with me is just to get his name out there.
Get the hell out.
Kevin, you like all the groupies, all of his groupies.
It's actually good. He's got a lot of groupies.
Yes.
It's pretty awesome. I was actually, I'll tell you a funny story. I was at Best Cigar Prices, and they carry Protocol. And the one guy there is one of the buyers, and they introduced me. And she was like, "Oh, I want to introduce you to Kevin with Protocol Cigars." And she's like, "Oh, by the way, Johnny Smokes is here." And he was like, "Hey, Kevin, Johnny Smokes Uncut is here?"
Shut up.
I was nobody.
Stop.
Yeah.
Stop.
I mean, I was just as starstruck.
All the spotlights
Honestly,
go on
I was.
Johnny. You just walk around with a spotlight everywhere you go,
Oh,
John.
God help us.
Yes, I was chopped liver next to Johnny.
It's because
Smokes
John's a
Uncut.
great guy, man. He's just an awesome
And no
dude.
one let me live that down, and I love it. I don't care, It's like, hey, they still buy my cigars, but man, he was super excited to see Johnny Smokes. Now, I'm not a big social media guy. I post every now and then about stuff, but John's on every day, so I get it. People want to see him because they see him every day.
Right. I mean, I'll be honest. Like I said in the beginning, I mean, when I saw 3 of you sitting there, and I recognized Johnny right away. I kind of didn't know how to do my opening. I was kind of like, oh shit, what's going on here?
Exactly. You didn't recognize me.
Oh, God.
As the real Matt Booth says, Baldy. He doesn't even know my name. He just knows I'm Juan's partner.
Right. He doesn't even call you Keith. He calls you Baldy.
Baldy. Yeah. Shut up,
Well, when
Baldy.
Juan did the posting on Instagram, I knew who was going to be there, and I was like, okay, so I got Juan and Kevin. Okay, so I know what they're going to. And then when I see 3 people, I'm like, all right, maybe a producer. Whoa, my God, that's Johnny Smokes.
I did invite him, but I heard he was supposed to be. He was having a prior engagement. But when I got here, I would have put you on the flyer. I would have put you on there.
No.
It's a great surprise too.
I got
It
breaking
was great.
news.
I mean,
All right,
it was
breaking
it was
news.
even
Hold
better.
on.
Sean, I have breaking news. I think there's somebody really hoping that you're going to show up to Protocol Pool Party because this person told me they weren't going to come. My brother just bought tickets to Protocol Pool Party.
Ooh.
You better be there, Sean.
You got to be there now.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
You know
Oh,
what?
he's coming?
He just bought tickets. I just got the notification on our website. My
Dude,
brother
I didn't
just
even
bought
buy. I
tickets.
didn't even buy tickets. Jesus Christ!
You know what? I will definitely do my part, and I will support, and I will find somehow, some way to get there.
And if you want to go live from there, we'll figure it out. We'll set you
I'm
up.
sure they have Wi-Fi and that stuff.
Yeah. Well, and if they don't, I got a hotspot. It's all good.
Yeah.
Dude, we'll
That's
be
fine.
fine.
And like I mean, I can't thank you guys enough for just everything. I mean, just the little insider information before it hits, all the newsstands, and just having you guys here is absolutely. It's the greatest part of the week for me right now. I've been looking forward to this all week long. I'll be honest with you. I was completely nervous. I felt like I sat close to the bathroom for about 20 minutes before I got on. Because I was like, "Oh my God, I think I'm gonna be sick. I don't know what
We're
I'm going to say."
the last people you need to be nervous
Yes.
with. We're the
We're
last
the most
people.
normal.
Don't go normal. Normal's
no,
not the right word.
You're right. We're the most, I guess, down to earth.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like when you go to our events, and Johnny could attest to this. It's not like we're sitting there and we're. I'm not saying people, whatever, but we're not sitting there talking about, oh, you got to try this scotch with this cigar. We're over here, have music on, and we're laughing. We're talking about stories. We're bugging out. It's just a great time.
Well, do you know what? The funny part is like when I first met these guys, is the cigars sell themselves. And the way these guys, they're not pushing. You know, you go to some events, we work in a cigar shop. A lot of the reps, you know, they want to push their product.
Yep.
These guys are like, no, we want you to have a good time, and we want you to enjoy our product.
Exactly.
And that right there, it's a hook. I was hooked down at I think a Smoke Maniac was one of my first ones
in Philadelphia.
in Philly, and I sat there, and Juan was just like, "Hey, you, I want to make you an old fashioned." I'm like, "Okay." I was hooked. That was it. I
mean, that's the way it goes sometimes, you know. I mean, to me, it's always been a really great experience, you know, getting to meet some of the cigar vendors and everything. You know, my first experience of ever meeting somebody, I got to meet Nick Perdomo.
Yeah.
And he signed a Perdomo box for me. The story is too long to tell, but I mean, I went back in there with my ticket and I asked him to sign it, and he goes, no. He just throws the ticket and he goes, "Do we have a box? Give me a box. I'm going to sign the box." And I still have that box. I keep all of my rings in it. And I cherish that box because it was a memory that I was able to make. And I feel that way. Like even tonight, I'm going to be talking about this for weeks to come. I'll probably say this, you know, this live for the next like 8 videos I post. Cause I mean, it means so much to me just to have, you know, you guys in the shop, and especially somebody that I've looked up to when it comes to the videos, and having Johnny Smokes on my live stream unexpectedly, by the way.
Oh God.
It was
protocol full of surprises. We gave you a great surprise with John Reamer.
Did, and I mean, I
had a blast.
I was just so thrilled and just so thankful. Do
you remember where Johnny Smokes made his national debut? Reamer, do you remember?
No, you always tell me this. What is that?
It was a commercial for the Confidential Informant.
The Confidential Informant for CI.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, that was my first.
We did like was it like a 3-minute video, maybe something like that? It was like a little movie. It was actually really good.
If you go on CI on their Facebook page and you scroll back in videos, you will see the Confidential Informant, which is still one of my favorite cigars because of that fucking reason. But that was what you guys included me, and so did. I'll give a shout out to CI.
Yeah,
they included me in on that, so it was
Absolutely.
a great day.
He was the quote unquote bad guy, right? I guess you could kind of, or the informant. He was the confidential informant.
I was the confidential informant.
Yes, that's exactly what it was. He was our CI confidential informant.
And I want to let you guys know too. I mean, I know that some Facebook groups, you know, don't allow like promotions and stuff, but you know, if you guys ever have anything you guys want to promote, feel free. You know, to put whatever you guys want on the smoking section. I mean, you know, Johnny, when your cigars come out, you know, feel free to post them on there, dude. And
let's have a toast. Kevin, tell me about your favorite word. I love that word, and it fits perfectly to what we're talking about.
Yeah, right, we call it co-opetition. Well, I call it that, right? Mm-hmm. So somebody else like mentioned it, and it stuck with me. But you know, Juan and I, we have a whereby room, and for a while there, when COVID first hit, and everyone was just really stuck at home, we would do a manufacturer on a Friday night before Smoke Night Live because it's co-sponsored with Cigar Dojo. Okay. And we would have Caldwell in. We would have, you know, Eric Espinosa, who makes our cigars. We'd have Saka in. We would have Matt Booth. We've had
Terrence Riley.
Yeah. You name it, we had him in. Now, you would think like, well, wait a minute, Protocol is paying for this. Why are they highlighting another cigar company, right? Because that guy could be not smoking their cigar and smoking a Protocol. But I get it. I don't smoke only Protocol. Let's be real, right? Yeah, exactly. And all these guys in the business, we don't only smoke Protocol. I smoke everything. So, you know, it's nice that we can do that and give back to those guys. And then they give it back to us too. You know, they mention us and things, and we go to their events. They stop by ours. I want to get, you know, Terrence Riley. Maybe I'm talking to him, be at the Protocol pool party. That'd be cool.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. So. Yeah.
That'd be freaking awesome.
Right. Because I want that event to be outside of Protocol if I really could. Like, I want that event just to be a fun event for cigar consumers to come out and have a blast. Different experience, right? You can go to Cigar Fest. You can go to, you know, these different events or whatever. Where are you going to a pool party?
Yeah.
Right.
There's none, right?
Exactly.
You know, and if I could host it at my house, I would. It just outgrew it, but I want it to be open to everybody, and I don't want it to be invite only. And it just, you know, the demand was there, and you know, I'm going to see it this year. We're already selling really good on tickets, and I have to thank you because now my brother's coming.
Yeah, absolutely.
Let's have another toast to Sean.
Here's to Sean.
Sean
Sean
made that happen.
Yeah. Getting David in.
Well, one thing that, if you've ever seen any of my older videos, before I had my smoking section and I had my air purifier and all that stuff, and I'm smoking inside now, my backdrop was my 1970 Chevy Nova that me and my father rebuilt.
Wow.
Nice.
I would love to start, even if there's a car show, which, like you guys said, with the way COVID is right now, car shows didn't happen at all last year.
Right.
But I would love to start being able to just, bring guys in. You always see guys in, cigars and cars, and I would love to just bring some guy on and be like, hey, what are you smoking? Tell me about it. And just
The funny thing is, Sean, it's funny. There's a guy that goes to CI.
Yeah.
And he also comes into New Tobacco Village. He freaking hit me up with this. Cigars for Cars. It's funny you say that. He is Billy Weber.
Yeah.
Billy Weber was talking, John, can you post this, be part of this, do this? I'm like, dude, I'm in. I got an F-150. So it's just like, yeah. But, like he has a Jag and with Glenn with his Corvette. Sean, that's a great idea. And dude, run with that. And we'll do it. We're doing it up here.
We've done it previously. So the Lehigh Valley has Cars and Coffee.
Right,
and the opener and the closer is massive, right? Those are the two biggest of the event. Caravan Cigar Company has been there, and they've done really well. One time, my car was in the shop. I came out with my motorcycle. That got more looks than my car. Like, it was crazy that day, and I drove it out in 32-degree weather. I was freezing, but we had a blast. But they sold cigars.
Did you wear chaps?
Yes, I did.
Were they assless?
They were assless. Otherwise, they'd be pants.
Oh God!
he teed me up for that. So, but no, cars and cigars. We talked about doing it at the Wooden Match. They have a parking lot. It's in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. But we could set something up. We got enough people that are in the cars.
Yep.
We got the cigars. We can do it. Caravan Cigar Company, as long as it's in Pennsylvania, they have a mobile license. We get a parking lot. We figure it out. We can make something happen, or we just tag into one of the other car events that's happening. Caravan can reach out and be a vendor, and then they sell cigars there, and we have a blast. It's just freaking awesome. You walk around, see all the different classics, moderns, whatever you want.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, depending on what you guys want to do, and I have to talk to my father about it, but my father actually has a Corvette. He's in a Corvette club, Lakes Corvette Club in Medford Lakes, New Jersey. They do a car show in Medford, New Jersey.
Okay.
It's a wine and shine event.
Nice.
But if I can swing it, and if we can get a car show going with it, I would like to have Johnny Smokes and Protocol Cigars there.
So if it's in Jersey, we would partner with the Royal Leaf, Dee Pittman.
Okay.
And we would have her there, and she could do a mobile event there.
There we go.
She has a full license to do so.
Could you mean
but
wine
is any car allowed, or is it only Corvettes?
For the most part, yes. Any cars allowed. I think they do bikes and cars, and then they have the different classes. So everything from like 1950 to like 1960, and then 70s to 80s. 90s.
I might ride the bike.
Imagine Glenn Tarsi would love that. Glenn,
a
friend
he's
of
got a
Glenn
2021 Corvette.
2021 Corvette.
You just can't touch
You
it.
can't go
You
near
can't
it.
even breathe it.
But the other thing with him, he's a huge, not just a little, huge wine connoisseur.
Yeah.
Okay.
So for him, dude, can you imagine telling him wine and cars?
He'll drive that.
Oh
Corvette
my
down.
God, he'll drive that. He'll put
Wine,
four-wheel
cigars,
tires on
and
that.
cars.
2021
All three.
hardtop Corvette, because he got a 20 Corvette, and guess what? The motor blew up. So he got a 2021 out of it, but he got the convertible red. It looks like a Ferrari.
Yeah, it looks like a spaceship.
They look awesome. They do. I mean, they're my parents are in a Corvette club. Both my parents had Corvettes at one time. My dad had an 82 Corvette. My mom had a 2001. They both sold those, and then they have a 2008 now for like traveling and all that stuff. But I mean, we've done car shows ever since I was little. And then when I wound up rebuilding the Nova, it was just another family function that we could go to and hang out and just,
very cool.
be together for. So it's always
I like
Sean, I like
anything that burns a fossil.
Yeah, Sean, I'll touch base with you for the one up here.
Okay.
If they decide to do it, like it's this guy Billy Weber, he wanted to do this. He has a nice Jag, and he also has a Porsche. So he brought this up to me because he knows I'm into organizing this shit. He's like, "Can we organize this? Can you push this?" I'm like, "Yeah, dude, I'll push it." It's cigars. I don't give a fuck what it is. I'm in.
Right. Yeah, for sure.
I'll
let you know, dude.
I'll bring my cars and the bike out.
Oh yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah.
No, for sure. And like I said, I mean, I'll bring the Nova out. I'll have my cigars. I'll have
Kevin, you
whatever
could
I
do
need.
both. Like you could drive a little bit of your car and you get out, you get on the bike and you drive it past the
that up
car,
a
and
little
you do
bit.
both. It takes you 8 hours to get there.
I'm gonna need help. I'm gonna need somebody to drive the BMW, somebody to drive the truck, and no one's driving my bike but me.
I'll drive your new truck, dude. I'm in.
Yeah, you could drive it.
Okay, I'm in.
You can drive it. Yeah.
So we got a game plan then. It's
Oh,
set.
hell
The
yeah,
wheels are in
dude.
motion,
Yeah.
literally.
I'll have 3 cars there. Yeah.
There we
And
go.
I'll have 2 cars and a motorcycle there.
Yeah, Sean, you got the right crew if you wanted to set something up, cigar and anything. Us 3 characters, you hit it out of the park, dude. We're there.
Yeah.
I got to tell you, I mean, for my first actual cigar interview, I don't think I could have asked for a better group of guys to be the first actual cigar interview that I had on this channel. And I mean that
Well,
full-heartedly.
thank you for the honor.
Yeah, thank you.
And
brother.
thank you for
Seriously.
your people, your viewers, and you and everybody out there, our supporters. I'm sure a lot of you guys are watching. Also, thank you. We can't thank you enough, and that's why we do things like the dojo, whereby we do. We have this thing with the Cigar Dojo verse where people check into cigars and they get badges, and then once they complete a certain set of badges, the color changes. So once they've done like levels 1 to 10, they get a little challenge coin that we made up, and just as a way of saying thank you to the people that are there smoking our cigars, because there's so many great cigars. And you could walk into any walk-in humidor and just close your eyes and stick your hand out and grab 10 cigars, and they're going to be phenomenal. They'll be great cigars right now more than ever. Like so many great cigars on the market. So those that spend their hard-earned money on our cigars, we want to just show how appreciative we are and thank them. And these are the kind of things we do, and it's an amazing thing.
And Sean, like you told us before that we can, like hook up with you to advertise. Don't be afraid to get on your cigar related. Please post on Johnny Smokes for your show. Dude, I give you, do it. I'm telling you.
I appreciate
post
it.
your thing on Johnny.
I'm
Smokes
gonna be sharing this on there too.
Oh hell yeah,
later.
Dude! Share it on Johnny Smokes and Cut. I'm telling you,
I
it's
appreciate
cigar
it.
related. We love what you're doing. Me personally, I love your passion, dude. Because
Thank you.
I'm there with you, and just dude, feel free to post on Johnny Smokes and Cut. Seriously.
I appreciate
And for everybody out there listening, after this, we're going to jump into the Cigar Dojo Whereby room. So-
Sean, if you want to join us, I'll send you.
Sean, if you want to join us, you can interact with the people. But
I'll give you the. If you,
Yeah, send them a
we're
link.
gonna
like,
have,
like a half an hour or something like that.
yeah,
Yeah,
I'm sure
yeah.
there's-
I mean, like I said, I didn't know how late you guys wanted to go and what you guys had next. So, definitely, if you guys got to get set up for the next one, I could not, honestly, I could not thank you guys enough for making this possible for me tonight. And I love you all as brothers, just with cigars and everything. You guys are absolutely
No, we
awesome
appreciate it, dude.
guys. And
Yeah.
like I said, feel free. Any advertising that you guys need, anything you guys need, you just call on the smoking section, and we'll be right there by your side for it.
Love you, brother.
Awesome, dude. Oh, we're always here.
Well, I appreciate it. Well, are you guys going to get out of here and get set up for the next one?
Now, if you want to talk some more, we could do that. But
I know that you guys said that you had your next one to go to. So
it's not
It's
structured.
informal.
It's not a.
Yeah,
It's just an open whereby room.
Yeah, it's an open whereby.
So it's open 24/7. So if you're bored and you're sitting in your truck and you want to hop in, see if somebody's on, you can hop in. If you want to, usually around like 8, 9 o'clock at night, the room's pretty poppin'. You can stop in, say hi to people, and smoke a cigar.
Yeah, spread the word,
It's
Sean.
24 hours. You can hop in at 1 a.m. There's freaking people in there. you
Yeah,
know?
absolutely.
Okay. Awesome. Well, then, if you guys send me the information for that, I will make sure and I will put a posting on the smoking section as well to help
Okay.
try and grow that room a little bit as well.
I sent it to you.
Awesome.
Nice.
So,
So, do you have any kind of like wrapping up questions for us? Anything you want to? Maybe we didn't cover. I guess I'll talk about we didn't talk about the core line versus the Lawman series. So when we had the core line, we did the regular P, like you're smoking now. You look at the P. Then I believe you said you bought a Cigar pill. If you look at that label, the band on it, you see it's very different than the look of and feel of the regular core line. And what we wanted to do with our fifth offering to the market was kind of change it up a little bit. And we did this Robert Peel, and everything we do, we try to somehow make it law enforcement. So we were like, how do you put out? So our thoughts were putting out something just fancy, a little different. Like the box is a beautiful finish, beautiful molding around the box, beautiful like velvet inside for the Vista. Just a really kind of more of a traditional, authentic, more old school Cuban style looking, or traditional cigar.
Yeah.
And we came out with the more regal. And we were, how can we make this more regal? And there's nothing more regal than calling your cigar with like a sir. So it's the protocol Sir Robert Peel. It just sounds elegant and smooth. And it was such a big hit. We were surprised how much of a hit, because we had people tell us that.
Explain about Sir Robert Peel.
Yeah, okay. So the reason for Sir Robert Peel, thank you, John. Sir Robert Peel was a British Prime Minister, and he's considered to be the father of modern day policing.
Yep.
He created what's called Peel's principles that are still studied today. If you take a police science class if you're following a criminal justice curriculum, they talk about that Peel's principles and how he had 9 principles, and it really talked about showing structure, uniformity to the police department. And his principles are still used today. So he's considered to be the father of modern day policing, and that's what we did. And then that came out, and it just really, we had some people telling us, "Oh, you guys are getting away from your core, what you're all about." And we're like, "No, we wanted to do something fancy," because what we really follow and what we really cater to is the average working Joe. That the sanitation guy, the fireman, the police, the EMS worker, the nurse, the plumber, everything. Just your blue collar guy. And it was a great thing. But we said even your average blue collar guy, every once in a while on a payday, a promotion, he wants to get dressed up a little bit fancy, put his pinky up with a nice scotch. And this is the kind of cigar we wanted to go with and just give it that kind of higher end look and feel and higher end tobacco. And we did it, and it was just a really good hit. We can't keep them on the shelves, so we were like, should we continue this? And we came up with the idea of the Lawman series. And now we're doing the Elliot Ness, and Elliot Ness is, of course, one of the most famous, law enforcement officers, and he was the one that is credited to arrest Al Capone. And we were really concerned, not concerned, but you see a lot of times
there it is.
the criminal element gets really glorified in Hollywood with the, Al Capones and that stuff. So we said, let's show some light to the hardworking men and women that actually catch these people and spend a lot of their time, working and doing that. So we pay homage to that kind of thing, and that's going to be the Lawman series. So then again, the first one was the Protocol Sir Robert Peel and Natural and Maduro, and now we're coming out with the Elliot Ness and a Natural and Maduro.
Yes.
And Johnny, you're smoking the Maduro. Give him a little bit of that. What do you think of it?
Well, I'll tell you what, it's absolutely amazing. It's what's the blend in this? Because I'm getting
the Maduro is it's a Nicaraguan broadleaf. First time that we've ever used that, because I wanted to do a Connecticut broadleaf, but that's really hard to get out there right now.
Yeah.
So AJ Fernandez had the same problem. He was having a hard time getting Connecticut broadleaf. So he was like, I got all this land. So he experimented. He actually started growing Connecticut broadleaf in Nicaragua, Connecticut broadleaf seed. And it's just amazing. It's a beautiful Nicaraguan. Connecticut is rich. It is chocolatey.
It's very rich. It's very rich. You're talking medium to full, but it's nothing that is going to knock you on your ass. And I'll tell you what, before when you said about a chocolate bar, I'm telling you what, this here is just this box pressed is just amazing. Put that out there for everybody. I'm telling you what, if you guys can get a hold of this thing, it is amazing. You know what, it has both earthiness. I like the earthiness to it, and I also like a hint of sweetness. So it jumps out at you. It's like, okay, I'm smoking this. I can taste that strength, but it's for some reason it's not knocking me on my ass.
Right.
And that's probably our first cigar ever that we have has zero ligero in it. It's or you get the flavors from the Viso and the Seco, which is pretty amazing for us.
And if you want it right now, I can tell you
I'll
how
tell
you
them
can get it.
If people out there, we're still waiting on the shipment, but if you want them right now, they're still available. Kevin,
So
tell
they're
them.
not going to be to market for a little bit yet. So if you want to get them, we did a deal with Vintage Cigar Lounge. You buy a bundle, 10-count bundle of the coppers. You will not be disappointed with that blend.
So I'm smoking it now.
Fantastic.
Delicious.
You will get a Elliot Ness Natural and Maduro just for buying that 10-count
A
bundle.
$25 value.
$25 value right there. You're getting in
It's
addition to that bundle purchase, and they're not.
I'm sure if
crazy
Ron
price.
Grey Wolf is listening, if he's in the room, which he might be in. Ron, can you please put up the link to that for the people to? Ron Grey Wolf is amazing.
You don't even have to ask him.
Yes, he's great.
But yeah,
Ron is like freaking on point with his.
He is.
Dude, he is.
He is the wise
That's why
man. He's the wise man of protocol.
Yeah, when he's on the whereby, I like before I even say about a link, it's like up there already.
Yeah, it's up there.
It's
He
like,
already knows.
holy
He already
shit.
knows.
I've been watching a lot of it. I mean, I don't know if you guys can see this or not.
No, we
No,
don't.
we
On our
can't
end,
see
we don't
anything.
see. We
Yeah,
don't see that.
anything on our end.
So I have the link coming up right here.
Beautiful.
Yeah,
There it is.
There you go. Yep.
We already have a couple people that have just been praising you guys. First of all, just saying a great bunch of guys. This one coming from Peace, Love, and Guns, saying
Nice.
just thanks a bunch, great cries, great show.
Awesome. Thank you.
Eric in the chat saying he'll be purchasing some protocols in the future. Great group of guys.
Nice.
Kevin Baldwin has been saying great show, guys. It's been nonstop from everybody, just all the way down. Everybody's been saying nothing about good, everything but good things about you guys. So it's been
That's
great.
awesome. And all you guys are more than welcome. You want to hang out with us? I'm not in there on a nightly basis anymore, but you can join the dojo lounge.
Yep.
We'll post the link into your group, and you guys can
yeah,
hang out.
and guys,
And
don't
it's
forget
such a
about-
great thing because I just want
Go ahead.
don't forget your train of whatever you're saying. But back to the whereby room. There are people that live in places where their local cigar shop closes. It might be they're closed like Monday and Tuesday, and during the week
or
they're
permanently.
permanent. Right, a lot of places lost them. But the average place is closed. Let's say a place closes at 5, whatever. And then on a Saturday they close at 8 or 9. People people still want to smoke, and it's just smoking. I always say, kind of like what you were saying with God, and I believe also in God, and I give him a lot of praise for everything He's given to me personally. But tobacco is in my opinion, a very spiritual thing. It's a social thing. Our ancestors, the Mayans, were using that as rituals. Look, I always say about my grandparents' religion, Santeria, using tobacco for certain rituals. So there's a spirituality to the cigar itself, to tobacco leaf. It's a very spiritual thing, and it's a social thing. It's great. You can smoke by yourself, and it's awesome, but there's nothing like smoking with somebody, a group of people, and it's the great equalizer. Everybody leaves their egos at the door. You can have a doctor, you can have a plumber, you can have, just a guy that, lives check to check and wants a cigar. And people go there and they won't judge, and we'll talk about life, and you learn about cutting cigars, you learn about life, you learn about all kinds of things. And it's such a spiritual thing, and it brings people together. And I believe that wholeheartedly.
Yep, absolutely, 100%. 100%. And Johnny, did you want to say your part as well?
Just to interject the same thing as like with Juan said, that the protocol dojo introduced me to a lot of friends. I mean, I got a lot of friends through the group, of course, but a lot of these guys with like Ron, as we're talking about, and
Ron has been to the office.
Ron's been here, and we made we made a lot of friendships. We really did with guys who were on the protocol dojo. And then when we went to the normal Thursday night, my show, Sunday night fireside chat, the best part is the same group plus. And you know what the funny thing is? The Thursday show featured a lot of manufacturers, but for some reason, the Sunday fireside chat, dude, has blown up.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
It just has blown up.
They get mad if you don't do it.
Yeah, if I took a week,
Super Bowl
I
Sunday,
swear to God,
they were mad.
Super Bowl Sunday, I took a week off, Sean. I swear to God, and they're like, "Are you quitting? Are you done?" Like, I just want a night off.
I want a night off. I'm kind of watching the Super Bowl.
But that showed me the passion of the guys who want to be part of Johnny Smokes on Sunday nights. It was just amazing. So, and for me, that just didn't hit me mentally, it hit me emotionally, because I'm like, holy shit, I got to keep doing this because these guys love coming in, love hanging with and a lot
you
of
you have a good structure to it.
And these guys come in and we sit there and it's the best part is it's so freaking relaxed. It's not like, oh, okay, it's this, and this. And when I'll tell you what, when Miguel Shodell from Crown Heads came in, it was insane. It was insane. He brought a lot of knowledge. So it's a great time. So guys, Thursday and also Sunday nights, feel free. Look Ron. Ron's always posting. That's the best part of this guy. He is like a huge supporter of everything.
It's like our second producer.
Yeah,
Yes.
dude, he's like huge, and he'll be with these guys. And he also is a huge supporter of Johnny Smokes Uncut. Thank you, Ron.
Let's have a toast to Ron Groy.
Yes, definitely.
Absolutely.
If you want to kind of close up, you want to just hit the 2 points, like the two major things coming up with the your event and then the pool party one more time. Let everybody know.
I'll do mine.
Yeah.
Go ahead, hit with the pool party. Just
All right, July 17th. Get your tickets. March, the end of March, April 1st, they go to $200. So you want to get it now for $50.
So put in your day off request from work.
Yeah.
Oh, it's Saturday. Most
Well, it's
people,
a Saturday,
but cops, like some people like cops, firemen, they work weekends.
Oh, a lot of people work weekends. But yeah, put your time off. July 17th.
It's gonna be worth it.
It's gonna be worth it. Mount Bethel, PA. Like I said, it's just gonna be an absolute blast. You want to camp out? Let me know. It's $25 for a tent, and we'll have a tent over your tent, so you're not going to get
It's
wet.
amazing.
So yeah, just
Hey, you want to plug the website with some of the swag if they want to?
protocolcigars.com. We got swag available. You
Mugs,
want to go there? Mugs,
shirts,
we got shirts, we got
pillows.
we got female shirts, we've got leggings for females, we've got lighters, cutters, you name it. It's all Protocol. Check it out. If you want to buy anything Protocol,
Beautiful.
it's all there.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And for me, it's just guys, look forward to the J Train cigar coming out
March 13th.
March 13th. It'll be there, and hopefully we're going to see everybody who's in here plus some show up for the event. It's going to be a great time. We're going to have food. Cynthia Gonzalez, she's going to be mixing the Johnny Smokes signature drink. I'm not going to tell you what it is.
Ooh.
She will be mixing a signature drink. I'm not saying what it is. And also, she will be cooking a lot of Hispanic food.
She did that the other day. Amazing. She did a phenomenal job.
She's flying in for Puerto Rico.
She's flying in from Puerto Rico.
She made fresh sofrito, which I was very proud of her.
Yes.
Let's have a toast to Cynthia. She's
Cynthia,
a great young lady.
Definitely. Cynthia, here's to you. But guys, listen, come out, enjoy the food, enjoy the drinks. And like I said, I'm super, super happy. You guys are super supportive. That's all I got to say. Juan, to you.
That's it. You guys said it all. You guys did a great job. I guess maybe just to say again, the Protocol Elliot Ness will be coming out hopefully this month. Is going to be seeing that. I think again this one because it was AJ's wrapper, his proprietary wrapper. It actually was created at the La Sanatano factory in not Esteli, that other one. I forget the area. Omatepas. No,
we talked about it the other night. I don't know.
I forget the name, but yeah, the other, it's like 2 hours away from Esteli, but it's the San Latano factory at AJ. So AJ's making this, and Hector Alfonso Sr., which is the La Zona blender, worked closely with us, with Kevin and I, and he blended the cigar again for our palate and what we like and what we love, and then AJ produced it. So we're super excited about this next project coming out, and should be great. And then in July we'll have the two releases. One's going to be a line extension in a very popular size that people have been asking us for a long time, but we've been hesitant. But we're going to incorporate that more, and to try to really diversify our portfolio for everybody. And then we're going to come out with a new line in the Lawman series. So we're excited about that.
Awesome.
Also, along with some of the shop exclusive we're doing. In June, we're doing Ormeta. In March, we're doing something with Dojo, so we're very excited. End of March, so it's going to be great. We're looking, COVID kind of knocked us on our ass a little bit because of our size, but we're trying to bounce back, and we're still selling everything else great. And with your support, everybody, you, Sean, you, John, and your guys, and everybody out there, thank you. And Kevin's doing a great job with us, and it's just an amazing thing to have. This is like a family, and it's just awesome time. So I think I'm done now. Sean, your turn.
Once again, I feel like I'm a little starstruck because I can't believe that this actually happened tonight, but I'm going to do my best. So as always, everybody, I am Sean with the Smoking Section. I would like to send a big thank you to Johnny Smokes and to Protocol Cigars, Juan and Kevin, for coming out to the smoking section, making my dreams come true of having my first interview on here. And I know that these next couple of months are going to be absolutely awesome for Cigars. I'm so excited for everything. My checkbook is actually going to hate me by the end. Everything, and my girl is going to hate me for smelling like an ashtray for the next 3 months because I'll be smoking anything and everything from these guys. If you guys haven't checked them out, Kevin and Juan already said it. Please check out Protocol Cigars. Support them. They are absolutely, you saw them. They're absolutely awesome guys. These guys are one of a kind. I cannot thank them enough for being my first interview and for being the best interview that I probably will ever have. And
I'm sure there's other people going to do much better than
right
this.
now. I'm going to tell you right now, it's going to be a hard line to try and jump. I'll tell you that right now. And if you guys are also in the smoking section and you guys don't know about Johnny Smokes Uncut, please check out his Facebook page. He's an absolute god when it comes to posting videos and just putting everything out there. He's absolutely amazing.
I often say he looks like an Adonis.
He does. He's going to the gym every night.
Yeah.
Or he's going to the gym every morning, so he's already got that bod for it as well. So
He looks like a 25-year-old boy.
This guy's jacked.
Yeah.
Jacked. Yeah.
But guys, thank you all for watching. Protocol and Johnny,
Thanks,
please
Sean.
stick around after I end the stream. I'll talk with you guys a little bit after we
Sounds
end.
good.
Absolutely.
But as always, from the smoking section, everybody, I'm Sean from the smoking section. Stay blessed, stay smoking, and I will catch you guys on the next one. Take it easy, guys.